Grand Rising, good afternoon, and good evening. Hey, everybody. I saw a few requests when I did my last live, and I didn't get the chance to address this one in my live because I got distracted, but still in all, I'm going to go ahead and do a full reading on this energy because it's like deja vu. Wasn't but, just a few years ago, we had Monique step forward and she had the same complaint about the wage gap and the disparity in pay in Hollywood for people of color, especially women. And fast forward, here we are, a few years later, and we hear the same complaint from TARAJI P. Henson. And it's connected to her talking about she wanted to walk away from the color purple and just being attached to this whole thing with Oprah. And it was a light bulb moment for me because it's like, once again, we have the complaint of the wealthy, the billionaire Black people, the same usual suspects, hiring Black people and paying them less, way less than what they deserve to make. See, it's bad enough when you go out into Hollywood overall in general and you get, overlooked or underpaid by peers that don't look like you. But it hurts the most when it comes from someone that you possibly looked up to. So I'm going to go ahead and tap into this energy because I want to see what was behind the tears and what caused the frustration that got her to speak out. So without any further ado, it's a little late, so I want to get this reading underway so that y'all can see it in the morning. Alrighty. Show me the energy around TARAJI crying. So, oh yeah. King of Wands. There we go. I want to make sure you guys see this. King of Wands. And the Hierophant. That right there shows me the actions of the powers that be, because the King of Wands is all about that action, full steam ahead, aggressive energy, excuse me. And then you've got the Hierophant, which represents either God himself. When you do an industry reading, this is the powers that be. And a legal reading, this would be law enforcement, judge, jury, and adjudicator. So when you've got, someone who is like a person that controls things, a person that is a mover and shaker, a person that gives the order, this is saying that this person who is in control of everything, that is a part of the powers that be, is the reason for the conflict in this communication. So right off the rip, coming from the very beginning of this reading, this is the energy behind why she was crying. So it's letting me know that this is not an act, that this is coming from a real place. And for the first time ever, we're seeing the the veil get very, very thin in Hollywood. The facades are coming to an end. Y'all, I literally just showed you this at the bottom of the deck and shuffled, and here it is again. Okay, Five of Swords. So we've got Page of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. So what this tells me is with the Page of Wands, this is new actions being taken over what was supposed to bring financial stability. But now this person is like, you know, they're juggling. So it's like they put her in a position to where it's like she has to think about, now she could be in between jobs. She has to think about, you know, alliances. They have her literally in a gray area right here. And this is what is making this so frustrating to her. Like, from the energy that I'm seeing here, before I go any further, this reading is for entertainment purposes only. Okay, now that we got that out the way. From the energy that I'm seeing here, this was a real frustration. These were real tears. This was coming from a real place. And, you know, to put it plainly, she tired of this shit. See this? Bottom of the deck before I even shuffle. Knight of Pentacles. This is, you know, things are coming in slowly but steadily, but it's not enough work. It's like there's a stall or something is stifling her money. Okay, swiftly and hastily, you know, she's pushing forward, she's moving along, because it's not like she's broke. She's still the independent woman. She's still got things on the table. But, you know, when you see that Two of Pentacles under the Four of Pentacles, she's got to wear so many hats, almost too many hats, just to do something that she should be able to do with ease, with, you know, maybe 1 or 2 jobs. 6 or 7 jobs equals up to what she should be able to do with 1 or 2 jobs. That's a whole hell of a lot. Like, you can't have a life like that. So just imagine how much she's given up. Once again, didn't I just show y'all this at the bottom of the deck? This is why I read as I shuffle, not just what hits the table. Because when I read, I do confirmation and reconfirmation. Anything that is true will come out more than once. The way that they've been, you know, booking her and how they pay her keeps her, you know, just a step above robbing Peter to pay Paul. And it's very interesting, because when you listen to this interview, I want you to pay close attention to how she describes the way that her money is broken down. Because I'm going to just tell you from here. When you come from, you know, I don't know her background, so I'm not going to just say she come from nothing. But when you come from, you know, maybe more of a humble beginning, you're not taught about financial literacy and wellness the same as people who come from wealthy circles. Okay? People who come from wealthy circles, they know about tax law. They know about, you know, tax write-offs and things of that nature. So if they were to receive $1 million versus someone who doesn't have that type of knowledge, their money is going to go a whole lot further. First thing first, you get $1 million, you get, you know, a signing bonus. The government is going to take 40 to 45% off the top for taxes, which takes you down to around $600,000 easy. That's first off. And that's something that happens if you don't know anything about write-offs. If you don't know that you can donate 5% of your income to charity and then turn around and give that to the IRS as a taxable donation, which takes you out of that 40 to 45% um, tax taxable income bracket, right? Then you still have to pay, either your manager or your booking agent. And then you still have your team that, styles you. And it's a lot of people that get a piece of your money before you get whatever is left. And this is what she's explaining, right? So, whenever you guys get a chance, if you haven't watched the interview where she started crying and she got frustrated, please go and watch it, because she's giving you a real life education on how celebrity money works. Everybody wants to be a star until they see what happens when you get behind the curtain. But let me keep going. So you've got the Knight of Swords. Okay, it's coming in swiftly with a message due to the actions of this person about her walking away from a relationship or a project. Eight of Cups. That's her talking about walking away from the color purple. And she did say that. She was very open about that. She said it more than once. Independent woman, Nine of Pentacles. She felt like this was something that, didn't really add to her much. Okay? Because if you're the Nine of Pentacles, only thing that somebody can give you to get you to a certain level is the One of Pentacles, because you practically already have it on your own. So it's like, to say it that way, for the Nine of Pentacles to make it to the 10, it practically is like, somebody breadcrumbing you, or if you're making a sandwich, you've got all the ingredients except for, a piece of cheese. You already got the sandwich. Somebody just showed up with a piece of cheese. So it's like, this is how she feels like they were breadcrumbing her on this such that opportunity. It really didn't add much to what she already had or what she was doing. It was more so a, damn it if this ain't Monique all over again. It's like, it's more so an opportunity that turned into a burden. It was a favor that turned into a burden. Okay, so you got the Queen of Cups. This means that, spiritually she could be very inclined, very intuitive, someone who could be very tapped in behind the scenes. And this falls under this Hierophant. And if that's the case, it's almost like, she may have had an inside track or known certain things without having to have certain conversations. And when she got involved in this project, it was like she received confirmation on the things that she felt like, her first mind told her, things that she was spiritually aware of. It came to fruition, and she was like, ain't that about nothing? I felt like this is what was going to happen. Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. So yeah, they argued immensely. There was a lot of words about, what was deserved, what was offered versus what was deserved. And then you also have, her considering her options. Now, also, she could have had a few nights to where, she possibly, cried in a glass of wine, allegedly. Just because it's like, you know, what do I do? What do I say? You know, these are very powerful people that I'm dealing with. You know, she didn't want to throw her career away, saying certain things, dealing with certain people, because she had to also acknowledge how hard it was at a specific time for Monique, who had this exact same complaint. But, you know, when it all came down to it, it's like it is what it is, and I can't let them get the best of me. Yeah, she decided to be strong because one thing about her, she was going to stay stable. She was going to have her own back. She was going to have stability one way or the other. It's a lot of energy floating around this whole entire situation. Um, there's a incident, and I don't. This is not a private reading, so I don't want to tap too far into certain energy. But there was an incident in particular that happened that literally, you know, just set it off for her altogether. Yeah, she it's what excuse me, it's what was going to cause her to walk away from this whole entire thing, just in general, period. She felt like her integrity was tested. Yeah, but you see this? Ace of Swords, the card of truth, the star, which is she had hope about this situation, and then it was like swiftly things just flipped upside down. Now, as you can see, you know, she walked into this situation with great love and expectations for what was to come. Like, you know, this is historic. This is going to be a beautiful moment. Okay. And once she got into it, it's like, oh, hell no, I know you lying. As soon as she felt like her integrity was tested, she wanted to end it all. She wanted to be done with this whole entire project, falling up under this Hierophant and this Queen of Cups. This is crazy. See? Card representing the truth. Ace of Swords, falling under these harsh words, this argument over this money, which is this disparity. And it left her where she's like, look, I got to consider my options. I can't let y'all play with me like this. So she decided to tell the truth. Because one thing's for certain, she was going to balance the scale. She was going to get justice. I mean, the whole way she spoke about this, guys, I mean, it was so eerie. It was like watching Monique all over again when she talked about if she didn't set the record straight, if she didn't handle this, how could she make it better for the ones that come after her? And it's like, this literally is like listening to Monique all over again. But let's remember, everybody looked down on Monique as a group. There were very few people that supported her, especially publicly. But what was more important was when Monique finally had her day and she won that case and she got her money. How many people actually apologized and said, you know what? I'm glad you stood your ground. It was very few. Yeah, she had a choice to make. It was the decision she had to make. Remember, it was like I told you, it was a hot potato, 2 of Pentacles. She was juggling. They had her between a rock and a hard place. Two of Swords falling under the Knight of Wands. This is somebody, you know, swiftly who could strong arm you, come and cut off the stability, stop you from working. These were all things that she had to face, allegedly. Y'all, I told y'all somebody tested her integrity. There were things that happened in secret. And I'm going to be respectful and not tap into this because this is not a private reading. But I feel like for what it was worth, there was something that was witnessed. Page of Swords. Okay. Boy, Hollywood is smoking. It's on fire, y'all. When I told y'all everything switched up swiftly. Eight of Wands. Switched up swiftly on the Star. Changed the hope that she had in this project, in this situation. This is even people, you know, this is like, they even had people reporting back on her, spying on her, giving reports back to certain people. Look at this, the artist. The artist would also be, you know, like the actress, the star, the person who, I want to make sure y'all can see this. That ring light is not, okay, the focal point. She was brokenhearted over this. She never in a million years wanted to believe that some of these people were actually this way, that things that she had heard, that things that, you know, had come across her ear wasn't just gossip. The Star. And that falls under the Ace of Swords. Like I said, the conflict in the communication, the arguing over money that forced her to have to consider her options, that, you know, on telling the truth. Eventually, you know, she knew it was going to affect her career, her star power, but she had to have hope and faith that, you know, things were going to work out to her advantage if she just had faith. She regrets even, you know, taking this project, being involved in this. It brought her a lot of anxiety and just heartbreak. Look at this. Empress and heartbreak. King of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. Look. This means y'all had it. Y'all had it the whole time to pay. You got it, and you had it to pay. Got it right here in my face. Just, you gonna show me the money, but you ain't gonna give me nothing. This is almost like somebody even threatened to cut her off from money. See this Hangman, Six of Pentacles? It could have even been an amount of money that she was guaranteed, and she was breadcrumbed and she didn't get what she was guaranteed. Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, the Moon, the Empress. Y'all, this some... This some dirty work. This whole row right here is screaming volumes. Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, the Moon, the Empress. Six of Swords, leaving behind a toxic situation and environment, moving into peaceful, calmer waters to never turn back again. This whole row right here, baby, when I say that's a whole dumpster fire worth of mess. Hell, damn, the color purple, they need to do a whole book and a movie on this row right here. The things that happen behind the scenes putting this together. That's the real movie, y'all. Eight of Swords, swiftly came in with this binding energy, and this is why this person felt like, Taraji felt like she had to stand her guard. Seven of Swords. Ooh, wait a minute. I didn't. There we go. Didn't show the cards. Okay, so you got her here, feeling trapped, stuck, bound by duty, possibly by contract, but she's like, I'm gonna stand my ground because I know my worth. I know what I deserve. I know what you owe me. I've been here. I've done this. I've paid my dues. I'm supposed to get top billing. I know what I bring to the table. King of Swords. Somebody was very cutthroat with her. I'm hearing the word stingy, cheap. Unnecessary miser type energy. Okay, so yeah, she don't care who knows, who sees, who's watching her. She made it public because she's like, this is a bridge that I'm going to burn because I'm never coming back across it again. Let this bridge that I burn light the way because I'm never coming back towards this again. Never coming back to work with you again. Don't care if I ever speak to you again. This is how she felt in that moment, allegedly. Told you, King of Swords falling under the star. This is somebody who's very analytical, can be very cold, calculated, even if they're telling you the truth or a truth. It's definitely in a way that it is cutting. King of Swords to the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So this is a big bank take little bank conversation, but honey, she wasn't all bark with no bite. She gave it as just as good as this person gave it, but this person has a larger status than her. They have a position above her, so they use their authority to throw their weight around. Y'all, this is giving me the energy of fighting mad. They was about to bring Taraji back to the hood, but she had to be a lady. She had to hold her composure because she still needs to be able to work. Queen of Wands. So, she's still, this prized actress. Okay, she's still someone who still is highly looked upon, set upon, sought after, rather. She's still, someone who shines. This shows, even through adversity, through heartbreak, she's going to, sow into other ventures. She's going to be able to move forward victoriously. Interesting enough, it feels like the hold that Oprah used to have when she, had this situation with Monique is not the same energy, not the same hope that she has now. After the whole thing with Hawaii, was at Maui, a lot of people don't favor her the same. So Taraji is still going to be able to, she's still going to be able to audition and get work. Queen of Swords. So you got Knight of Wands, which is coming in swiftly and fiery. Strength. This is somebody who's holding it down, standing 10 toes, because they are stable. Four of Wands. They have their own foundation. So this is cutting loose this King of Pentacles and speaking your mind. Now, King of Pentacles doesn't have to be a man. It's just someone who is in masculine energy. And Oprah in this situation could be considered someone that is in masculine energy, because she would be the person who would be like producer, director, the person who has financed. So she could easily come off in the energy of the King of Pentacles. Yeah, but Taraji's done. She's moving forward. She's going to go work into, other projects and other things in Hollywood. But right now, the way that this energy feels, I do not see her going back to do any more projects with Oprah. This just looks like a situation that is at the point of no return. And it's quite sad, because it's like this experience is one of those experiences where it's like something broke your heart to fix your vision. And now that your vision has been fixed, you'll never look at something the same way again, or someone. So that is my energetic pull on what was going on in the moment where Taraji P. Henson broke down into tears. I thank you all for watching this reading, and I'm going to head and just call this to a close. Good night, everybody. Happy holidays. If you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. And I'll talk to y'all later. Good night. Hopefully, this reading will be up in the morning for Christmas Eve. So I'm going to make it short so I can get it up first thing tomorrow. See y'all soon. This reading is adjourned.